Okay, we'd like to welcome you to Fabric Chicks Live on Monday. We typically do a demo, but today we're not doing a demo because we're trying to we had a class this morning with Virginia Robertson that was so fantastic. And then we're trying to get ready for our mini retreat, which is starting on Wednesday, but people are going to start trickling in tomorrow. So we're trying to get ready for that. So no demo today. Sorry, guys. But we do have a lot of fun stuff. Welcome, Fran and Carolyn and Susan and Laura and Ann. Welcome, everybody. So we have a lot of auctiony things. We've got, hi, Sandy and Sharon. We've got a ton of stuff behind me, just in case you guys are curious. This pattern here, I tried to find my sample. I have two samples here in the shop, but I'm not sure where mine is. But this was the Crohn's Tea Party. That was a quilt that we did, a block of the month we did, 15 years ago. So I just inherited this one from Joan. So I'm going to probably Wednesday. Hopefully I'll find the other one so you can see them. But we do have a pattern in case you want to do. It's called the Crohn's Tea Party. And in case you're not familiar with a crone, it's basically a wise woman. So that's our Crohn's Tea Party pattern. We do have more patterns if you want them. They are $10 today for the Crohn's Tea Party. Just type in Crohn's Tea Party. So welcome, everybody. We're glad you're joining us today. We have a ton of auction items. So I hope you guys are ready for auction stuff and some freebies because I've been cleaning up the shop. I've been cleaning up, going through and sorting through and trying to make sense of my life here. So if you want these, just type in that you want. These are like brown curtains, I guess, but they're kind of see-through-y shears. I guess they're brown shears. So if you want those, just type it in and they're yours. I think there is 2 sets of them. Let me look. I know Devin's like, Mom, you're just giving away so much free stuff. I know, but you got to pass it on. So there's 2 of those brown shears. Whoops. 2 of the brown shears. And then I have 1 of like a white curtain shear. So if you want those, just type in you want the curtain shears. Those are yours for free. Somebody asked if I would save the word fabric. They cut up the words and put them into collaging and things. So if you want, I don't know who it was that wanted the words, but if you want this, just type in that you want the words and we'll get those to you. Okay, hang on a second. This is where it gets crazy. I've got Jenny, you just want the brown ones. You don't want the white ones. I don't think anybody else wants the white ones. So if you want them, Jenny, you can have the white ones too. And then we have the word fabric. Thank you, Sue, for sharing. We love it when you share this because we would love to grow. Okay, Devin is going to just pick some names for me. Just scroll for who's commented. Okay, Riri. Hey, Joanne, how are you? Hey, Joanne, do you know when you and Clark are coming? I think Clark said Wednesday afternoon. Okay. So if you want the word fabric so that you can cut those words out and put them onto collaging and different things, just type in words. We'll get those to you. Hey, Elaine, how are you? I'm going to put it up here. Oh, here's some giveaways that didn't get put in people's boxes. Okay, we'll get those in your boxes. Okay, so then we have some ribbons for a giveaway, Devin. Do you have a name? Joanne Garbarini. Mm-hmm. And then let's see. Well, Joanne, you just want some ribbons. Here's some gross grain ribbons, but they're sewn together with elastic. I'm not sure what they're for. See how it's got an elastic piece in there? Grow grain with elastic. So if you want the grow grain with the elastic, just type in you want it and we'll give you that for free. Stephanie, the class was fantastic. I'm just going to say that if you have not taken a class with Virginia Robertson, her knowledge, her knowledge on skills, teaching you skills is just her way of teaching is so incredible. And she's got it all, she's so organized. She's got step by step already pre-done. So she just shows you all the steps. She's got a today we did a doll making class, and then we have the class again next Monday. But she also is coming up the end of February 24th and March 3rd. She's teaching a quilt block, and she's going to go over color theory on the first day. She's going to go over she's going to demo the process of putting the block together. So because you've got a lot of points and seams that meet, but color and cutting, and she's just one of the most thorough instructors that I've had. And then on the following week, she's going to go over even more. I mean, it's the best bang for your buck. That's all I can say for you. Those of you who haven't taken a class with Virginia, I would strongly suggest it. And I do have here February 24th and March 3rd from 9 to 11. And if you can't make it, we do record it and send you the recording. So February 24th and March 3rd from 9 to 11, S125 is $45 for the class. If you need the pattern, this is the pattern that she'll be teaching. That is $12. So if you're taking the class, you will need the pattern. But look at how she's done it here, like with the color wheel. But then down here, she's used the same fabrics, just reversed them for a totally different effect. So that is, if you want to learn or be reminded of everything you need to know about quilting, I strongly suggest a class with Virginia. Okay, we have some embroidery floss, and you know how expensive embroidery floss has gotten, but I found a pile of black and white ones. So we have S144 is the white embroidery floss, 144 is white, 145 is black. If you want one of each, order S146, and then they're only 75 cents a piece. And then I think I saw Riri. Oh, maybe they were on a package. I think that's probably true, Barb, that the ribbon with the elastic probably was on a package. You know us, we can't throw anything away. Okay. Hey, sis, how are you? Sis, I didn't know that you were a winner of the, I just saw it posted. You were a winner of one of the $100, $50, $75 Shop Pop to all gift certificates to all the Shop Pops. To all the shops in the Shop Pop. Okay, so that is what we have there. I'm going to put this aside for a second, and we'll do a bunch. I have a ton of patterns coming up. But we have some auctions for here. If you're new to watching, all you have to do is type in S. S is you committing to buying it. So this is S1310, S1310 for $6. S1310 for $6 for this panel. This would be a great background to collage on. We have enough of these for everybody. S1310 is $6 for this panel. So if you're new to watching, you just comment what you want to purchase, and then we will, and then contact us so we have your shipping information. I have a couple in the last couple weeks who haven't, we haven't gotten shipping information from. So definitely contact us so we know where to get you your goods. Here is a brand new panel that just came in. There's placemats and then blocks. So I didn't get any of the Go With It fabrics because I think you can pull from your stash. Batiks would work great with this, but any solid like fabrics. But this is S159 for $12. It's a great Easter print for placemats. These were meant to be placemats, but you could also take two of them and then turn them into little Easter basket, bags Easter bags or whatnot. Fill them with goodies. Give them to your friends. S159 is $12. It's meant as a placemat, but it's fabric. You can do anything your heart desires with it. 159 is placemats. And then these are the blocks that coordinate with that fabric line, S158. Very springy, but it doesn't scream Easter. I think it could be out all spring. So 158 is $12. 158 is $12. You could do like embroidery or embellishing in here. There's a little bit of white space, but it's not totally white. It does have words written on it. You could cut it apart and make it into a baby quilt if you wanted. I mean, the options, like always, are limitless. S158. S158. And then we have these trims are normally $4.99, so we have them 50% off. S139. This is like a little beaded trim on an elastic, so it does have some give to it. But if you need a little beaded fringe, S139 is $2.50. S139 is $2.50 a yard. Hey Sue, the quilt on the wall behind me it's the Crohn's Tea Party. It's one of Eleanor Peace Bailey's patterns. We did it as a block of the month probably 15 years ago. If not, maybe even more than 15. I think I was just out of high school when we did that as a block of a month. So it might have been 30 years ago. S157. S157 is $2.50 a yard. It's beaded fringe on a twill ribbon, so there's no give. It's not stretchy. S157 is $2.50 a yard for the beaded fringe. So if you girls are doing doll making, these might be good for embellishments, but they're great on quilts and bags also. S140. 140 is a very petite beaded trim, and it does have like a bias here where you can sew whatever into it. I'm not sure that, I mean, it's a sheer, so it wouldn't really be hidden. S140 is $2.50 a yard. 140 is $2.50 a yard. And all of those three are normally $4.99 a yard typically. Okay, oops, my number fell off. We'll be lost. Hey, Anna, how are you? I know. So thank you for sharing, Alice. We love it when you share our lives, because then it helps to spread all this fun around the country. And, well, typically, I mean, it is the internet, so all around the world. Okay, we've got a bunch of auctions. This one did not sell on the weekends auction, so we're going to give it one last chance here. It's about 3 yards of fabric. You have 1 1.25 of the paisley, 1 1/4 of the paisley, then the go with it fabric here. Here, I'm going to open it up. The go with it fabric is 7/8. So you have about 2 yards of fabric there. Then you have 2.5 yards. You could line it if you wanted to do a tote bag. So basically you could do a tote bag with lining and trim and pockets for $15. You got 3 yards of fabric here, S1501. 1501. The auction is starting at $15. Okay, perfect, Kathleen. So if you haven't joined our auctions before, all you have to do is type in S is you committing to it, S1501, and then the amount you would be willing to pay. So this is S1501 for $15. The auction is starting at $15. I'm going to move this out of the way so I can get more auctions going. And tune in this week. We're going to do a lot of spontaneous lives, I hope, during our, we have a mini retreat starting, but we're going to be doing a bunch of experimenting tomorrow with, we're doing a doll tomorrow when Connie gets here. S1331 is a bag of elastics for $2. And I think this is some Velcro here. So some elastic, some Velcro, just a variety of stuff. S1331 is $2. 1311 is $2 for a random bag of, I think this is just ribbon. It looks like it probably was on a package too. These like maybe should go in a trash to treasures box. Anyways, if somebody needs elastic, S1331 is at $2. 1331 is at $2. Kathleen, you won the box with the creative memories, the $7 box. I'm pretty sure that's the only thing you won this weekend. 1331 is for the elastic. 1501 is 3 yards of the brown fabrics. 1501 is 3 yards of the brown elastic, brown fabrics. And then 149 is a cross stitch frame. 149 is a cross stitch frame. I did not take the painter's tape off to see how it works, but it looks like it would be fairly simple to just put it together. S149 is $14 for a cross stitch frame. Oh gosh, we don't have too many bidders today, do we? I think we have no bidders. Okay, while you guys are thinking about those, because maybe there's a delay. We have I do have some more creative memory stuff. Oh, here we've got this panel. So somebody asked if we could cut the panels up because they don't necessarily want the whole panel. So it is cheaper to get the whole panel. So this is S142 for $14. S142 for $14. And that includes all 6 butterflies plus the top and bottom. S142 is $14. If you only want 1 or 2 of the panels to play with, and I don't know if you guys know the 60-degree ruler, this would be great to just take if you don't want to do a big quilt. You can always get, not necessarily from me, but if you get a smaller block, then you can get 5 of the same blocks to cut up, 1 to keep whole, or 7. You need 7. 6 that you've used to cut up to make your 1 block wonder, and then 1 that you keep whole that you kind of put in the middle of your project. So that might be one we could do as a class if you guys wanted. So this is S138, 138 for $2.99, 138 for $2.99. 139, 139. Maybe it goes this way. 139, 139. 140, 140. So that gives you an option to make a pillow, or I mean, you could use it on anything. It's a beautiful panel, but sometimes you just don't need so many. S141, S141, and 141, S142, S142. 143, S143. And Virginia and I have not put together our what we're going to do for the mini workshops, the quick workshops, but we're working on it. Okay, S144 is $1.99 for the strip. $1.99 for the strip. So this would be great if you were doing collaging. You could just fussy cut these flowers and use them in your project. Or if you were doing, we keep talking about putting a wedge in our jeans. This would be a cute wedge in your jeans. Super cute wedge in your jeans. I mean, you could get crazy and then applicate one of these on your butt pocket. I mean, you could get crazy. The back of a denim jacket, it would look cute. S145, I think this is the same as 144. Okay, So that is the butterflies cut small in case you want smaller projects. Okay, we have no takers on the cross stitch. I don't think 149. 149. No takers on the cross stitch. Do you guys just not do cross stitch, or you don't need a frame? I haven't done cross stitch. I don't even remember the last time I did cross stitch. I was probably 15. Okay. Here we go. Sis Morris, $20. Okay, Sis Morris for $20. And Sis, you're going to be up to visit soon, aren't you? That was a good deal. That was $6 a yard. Okay, and then we have the elastics to, how does the frame work? I use embroidery hoops. Kathleen, when we go live tomorrow or Wednesday, we'll put it together because Phyllis and Connie are going to be here. So I'm sure they're going to know how to put it together. So we'll put it together and do a video. We'll do a spontaneous live. Jenny, $2. Okay. Then we have, let's see. Oh, tomorrow already? Well, I'll have Devin get it ready because I have to go pick Connie up at the airport at noon. So I have to leave here at 11. Okay, we've got more ribbons because I know you girls love ribbons. This is the last I have of this one. So if this one was a favorite of yours, S141 is $1.50 a yard. S141 is me neither, Candy. 141 is $1.50 a yard. S141 is $1.50 a yard. And then this is a pattern that I just found in Virginia Robertson's. She brought me all of her patterns so that I would have them. So this is Following My Bliss, a 27 by 38 inch wall hanging designed to hold your sewing notions. So here on your wall, it has a place for you to put your yardstick, your scissors, your rotary color cutters, your tape measures, your pens and pencils. So these are pockets here. And then super cute. What I love about this is that inside of it, they all come with a silk screen of the vintage sewing machine. So even if you didn't want to make this project, but you wanted to do like a Laura Heine collage, she's got a sewing machine. This would be a fun addition to add to it. So you cut your sewing machine here. You cut your sewing machine out of this black fabric, but you've got the Singer and that written on it. So that's kind of fun with this pattern. They're $12.99. 1290 is $12.99 for the pattern. And it includes the silk screen. I think that one would be fun to do as a Zoom or at the retreat. Oh, Kathleen, you definitely are a squirrel. You fit right in with us. You fit right in. Okay, S1290 is $12.99 for the pattern. S1290. Can you show the faces pattern? Yes. Okay, hang on a second. I'm gonna go get that. 1290 for $12.99 is the pattern. I just had them gathered up, and hang on.
Oh, goodness gracious. What did you say?
Oh gosh, that cost me $87.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, here we're back. Okay, so 1290 is for the cute little yeah, Devin, don't you got a joke? Okay, here is needle sculpting cloth doll faces. This is the more intense one from Virginia Robertson. It basically, I mean, you have to read the words. I know Eleanor Peace Bailey, she has one, and I don't know, like probably 10 years ago, I actually read the book, and it was so fascinating about how younger people, their eyes are lower on their face. Just the whole concept of faces that you don't necessarily think about, especially if you don't draw faces. So needle sculpting cloth doll faces with Virginia is $25. The needle sculpting book, just type in needle sculpting book by Virginia Robertson. And then this one is making faces. And that one has, and Virginia talked about in her class, putting this on your light box and then putting your fabric over it and tracing it till you get comfortable with placement of eyes and all that. But I can guarantee you, most of the time, Virginia puts a pin and a pin and gets like a basic idea of where her face is. She doesn't just go willy-nilly drawing them on. And then making more faces. This is a second edition. And this is the one I think you're looking for, Anne. So there's a bunch of faces. If you really want to get practice making faces, I would do a bunch of these circle heads and just make faces. If they don't turn out fantastic, you can always throw them away. It's just a little piece of fabric, you know, but you got to practice to get good. So that is the making more faces, and the making more faces are $12. Okay. You want both books, Anne? You want the making faces and making more faces? Okay, so we've got some really inexpensive ribbon. This is $2 for 10 yards. $2 for 10 yards. This is orange with baseball glitter. You can see the little circles on the back side. Some of them you can't, so you could use the back side just plain. But this one you can see it. S132, $2 for 10 yards. $2 for 10 yards. Then here we've got basketball, $2 for 10 yards. $2 for 10 yards. Then this one is a gymnastics one. This one I think you definitely see the orange on the other side. This one you don't see anything, so you could just use this blue ribbon if you're sewing down. It's a grosgrain ribbon, S130. $2 for 10 yards, and it's gymnastics girls. I'm pretty sure they could be men, I guess. This one is lime green. You do see the balls on the back side. $2 for 10 yards. $2 for 10 yards. And then we have the white baseballs. You do see the circles on the back side. $2 for 10 yards. $2 for 10 yards. And let's see. We found a ton of ribbon upstairs, and I brought it all downstairs. So you'll be seeing ribbon on the next few sales. $2 for 10 yards. $2 for 10 yards for the red baseball. It does have glitter on it, but you can use this if you're doing gift bags or something. If you sewed this around, or if you sewed two pieces together, then you wouldn't. You could sew two pieces together, and then you wouldn't see the baseballs. So you could get creative if you want to. $2 for 10 yards. And then volleyballs. Who doesn't need volleyballs? Here's a red, and the back side is good. You can't see the balls through it. S136, $2 for 10 yards for volleyballs with a red background. So you might need to see what your kids or grandkids' school colors are, and then you can make them bows for their hair, or I don't know. You're only limited by your own imagination. But you can go to Pinterest. You can see all kinds of things. Okay, we've got some more ribbons here. Here's a blue volleyball, turquoise volleyball, S135. S135 is $2 for 10 yards. Here is cheer, 5. Okay, here, we're going to change that because it's so specific. Here, let me change it. We're going to do $2 for 10 yards. Gosh, ask a dyslexic to write upside down and backwards. Okay, so we've got $2 for 10 yards. Okay, you know what I'm talking about. S123. S123 is $2 for 10 yards. It says cheer on it. It's got purple cheer, and then it's got the cute little horn. Here is one for anybody. This is 5 yards for $3. 5 yards for $3. We're saving Nemo. Cute little fish, a little bit cartoony. S129 is, well, either way, it's upside down to one of us. S129, we have 5 yards for $5 for 3 yards. $5 here. We want to get rid of this one too. We'd rather it be in your stash than our stash. So let's do $3 for 5 yards. Okay, that's a deal of the century. You have S129, $3 for 5 yards. $3 for 5 yards, if you can read our gibberish. $3 for 5 yards. Here is a cute little, well, there's more on there. Here's a piece that, here, we're going to give this piece, we're going to raffle this piece off right now for free. Okay, we've got 5 yards for $3. 5 yards for $3. You can use either side if you wanted. You do see a faint line of the black. $5 for 3 yards. $5 for 3 yards. Here, we're going to just do this one too. And we're going to do them all, okay? 5 yards for $3. 5 yards for $3. That's a cute red and black. And we've got a giveaway one. I'm going to pick a name out of the bucket. I have Kathleen Rader. Kathleen Rader for the free ribbon. S126. S126 is $3 for 5 yards. $3 for 5 yards. Then, oh, it's going to be Easter pretty soon. This one is perfect timing. This is cute little Easter bunnies. S125. Here, we're just gonna do for the whole $3 for 5 yards. $3 for 5 yards. That's your reward for tuning in today. S125. S125 is $3 for 5 yards. $3 for 5 yards. And then here we have the cutest little alligators. And I'm going to do $3 for 5 yards. All right, next time I put it on, it's probably going to be $2 a yard. Okay, $3 for 5 yards. $3 for 5 yards. Super cute alligator. This one we have a cute little frog and turtle, S128. 128, $3 for 5 yards. $3 for 5 yards, S128. 128 is $3 for 5 yards. And then this is the special of the day. This is, I believe, like 2 rolls, but I'm not sure. But we have it at S114. It's 3 yards for $1. 3 yards for $5, or I want to say this is Renaissance ribbon. We have S114 is 3 yards for $5, or you can get the whole roll for $20. So you can get the whole roll for $20. Jackie and Candy, you guys can get this and split it, and it's $10 a piece. S114 is 3 yards for $5 or $20 a roll. So $20 a roll is the best buy. Okay, let me get rid of some of this. Wow, Devin's going to be busy tomorrow. Look, he didn't even crack a smile at that. Okay, these are for the whole spool. Let me find some scissors so I can open this up. Okay, S117 is $3 for this giraffe ribbon. S117 is $3 for this giraffe ribbon. And then S115 is $3. That's for the whole spool. So if you want that whole spool, they're $3 a piece. And then here is a cute turquoisey flower one. Let me just open. These are the whole spools. I know because I'm having to open the plastic. Okay. S116 is $3 for that cute floral spool. S116. And then here is some Renaissance ribbon. This I think was in the store for like $5 something a yard. It's Renaissance ribbon. It's not cheap. Hang on a second. This one hasn't been opened yet either. Okay, so so you can use this side or this side. They look the same. It's reversible. This one would be great for binding. You just iron it in half, and then you can use ribbon as a binding. It gives it a great finished edge. You can use this on clothing. It's perfect on clothing for a binding edge. S121 is 5 yards for $3. 121 is 5 yards for $3. S121 is Jackie Wimberly. The number for the $20 roll was, hang on a second, S114. That's literally the deal of the century. Okay, this is $5 for 3 yards. $5 for 3 yards. S121. That is a really nice ribbon. This one is, let me get this open real quick. Okay, we're going to do 5 yards for, wait, $3. Oh, wait, I think this one was right to begin with. Okay, ignore me. This one is $3 for 5 yards. $3 for 5 yards. Now I've confused myself. Well, you know, it doesn't take too much to confuse me. Okay, this is $3 for 5 yards. $3 for 5 yards. It's a cute purple fish. S119 is $3 for 5 yards. S119 is $3 for 5 yards. It's kind of like a tongue twister, except for just a brain twister. Okay, cute purple fishes, 119. You guys are going to have to post on Fabric Chick Stitch Along what you're doing with the ribbon. Here's another one, $5 for 3 yards. This is a Renaissance ribbon. It does have this back side. I mean, you could use it. I wouldn't. But it is wide enough that you can fold it in half and use it for a binding. It would be a super cute binding on a baby quilt. Quick and easy binding. S122. S122 is $5 for 3 yards. $5 for 3 yards. And then here is S118. $3 for 5 yards. S118 is $3 for 5 yards of camouflage. And then we have S127, $5 for 3 yards. For this one, we're going to change because I just feel like we need to give you a deal today. $3 for 5 yards. $3 for 5 yards. $3 for 5 yards. S127. S127. And then this is the same as the white, except for it's in browns and pinks. And that's kind of like a super popular color for baby quilts, brown and pink. So this is S120. S120 is $5 for 3 yards. $5 for 3 yards. And then, and I know that we need to do another, more tours of the shop. Mary Lou was in and she said, she came in and she was buying embroidery floss and pearl cotton threads. And she said she didn't even know we carried those here at the shop. So there's all kinds of hidden treasures that you don't know about because, well, we're kind of like pack rats. Okay, so that is these trims for now. Virginia, if you're watching, she's probably asleep. I think we wore her out today. But I got to order more Facebooks. It looks like you guys ordered a bunch of Facebooks. Okay, so we have a couple of more options. S1262 is a ginormous bag of stuff. I would say this one here is several yards of pink camouflage. It is crafty cotton, not quilting cotton quality. So I would say that's kind of, this bag is more crafty quality. I mean, this one piece is out of the shop. Here's some fun skulls. You could do a kid quilt with that or for your friend. This was just a random pillowcase in the bag, a pillowcase already made from 1970s. These are, I think they were lined sheets or maybe lined curtains. I don't really know, but there is two, they're sewn together and there's two pieces. So I'm not really sure what they were for. It's kind of a treasure. This looks like some sheer fabrics, maybe more curtains, but they weren't made into curtains. So you've got some shears here, a couple of yards of that. You've got some quilt shop quality landscape fabrics there. These ones here are from our shop, some peaches. That was from our Buffalo Bill collection back in the day. Some wood. Here is some cute little curtains that are butterflies. You could cut the butterflies out and collage with them. Here is some more random fabrics. Oh, we got a whole random selection here. We got a fat quarter of a Christmas fabric. We've got some ornaments. Oh my gosh, I love that. Not well, I mean, this one's, we got a cute little Christmas panel here, but this one is adorable. It's like a border print, but it's got skunks. I mean, how often do you see skunks in fabric? You've got mushrooms and skunks and owls and foxes and chipmunks and bunnies, all kinds of cute little woodland animals, and it looks like it's a yard of this fabric. So super cute woodlandy animal fabrics. S1262 is starting at $15. 1970s. Oh my, I know. Oh, Phyllis, it's okay that you're late since you went to the grocery store for us today. All of you guys are so special. Okay, 1262 is a huge bag of fabrics. The auction is starting at $15 because I'm pretty sure it's going to get there just with the woodland animal fabrics. S1262 is at $20. 1262 is at $20. While you guys are bidding on that, I have 1511. 1511. Here, I'm going to push this over. I mean, come on, this is classic. What's up, Doc? I don't know when you're going to find fabric like that. What's up, Doc? You just never know what you're going to find here at Fabric Chicks. Mostly because we don't even know. So crafty quality and quilting quality all mixed together in the 1262 huge bag of stuff. These are all embroidery flosses. There is a bunch of them, and you know embroidery flosses have gone up, 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 up. What I love about this, and I almost kept it for myself, except for I have more floss wound on these than I will be able to use in my lifetime. 1511. We started the auction at $20, and we included the winder. So this winder, you put somehow, I'm not smart enough, but I'm sure you can Google it or YouTube it. But this little cardboard goes in here, and then you wind your fabric around it. It's pretty handy. S1511 is all of these embroidery flosses. Does anybody even know what embroidery flosses are selling for these days? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So this is what 20 looks like. That's what 20 looks like. So this is like all just a bonus. There's got to be at least 50 different embroidery flosses here. At least 50 different embroidery flosses. So if you love to do handwork, this is a great deal. S1511 is $20. S1511 is $20. They are Iris. It looks like I've never heard of this brand, but it looks like it's Iris brand. 6 strands. It's got the numbers on them. Like this one's 328 for red, but it doesn't say DMC. It says Iris on it. S1511 is $20 at $25. 1511 is at $25. You guys are so funny. I mean, this was just on the silent auction, and we had one bid, but it was an oopsie bid for $2, but the starting bid was $20. You guys are gonna have to pay attention. We already got this Friday's silent auction. In Canada on sale, they're $2.99 a skein. So that is an incredible deal for you guys. But for this Friday's silent auction, it is going to be one-of-a-kind doilies and different kind of crocheted items. So you're going to want to tune into that. If you haven't tuned in to Fabric Chicks silent auction, all you have to do is join Fabric Chicks Stitch Along on Facebook, and that will get you to where the silent auction is on Fridays. And so it goes live on Friday, and then we keep it open till Sunday at 6. At Sunday at 6, I go in and I screenshot everything so I know who the last bidder was. S1262. 1262 is going once, going twice. I know, Suzette. I won't even mention any names. I looked at it and I thought, well, I guess she just forgot the 0. 1262. 1262 is Victor for $20. Victor for $20. And then 1511. Victor, we were trying to figure out, have the tariffs already been put into place or not yet? Do I need to get your boxes shipped out to you ASAP? Okay, this we were gonna do a cute little wool applique project in it, but you guys bought all of my cast iron hearts. They were meant to make chocolate chip cookies and make one cookie and serve it hot to whoever you're having Valentine's dinner with or whatever. But we sold all of them except for I just found this last one. It must have been the display. S1601. The auction is starting at $8. It's a cast iron skillet, so you can make cookies. It was meant to make cookies, but we were going to do like a wool embroidery pincushion with it. But then we didn't because we apparently sold out of them. S1601. 1601 is $8. 1601 is $8. And then here is a random bucket of sewing stuff that I cleaned up upstairs. Like literally, I threw away so many boxes yesterday. But we got some class 15 bobbins. We have iris nylon parachute thread. We have a spool of serging thread. We have a scrap of batting. We have some shoulder pads. I'm not really sure why these would be saved in the sewing kit, but they were. Maybe this is a breast. I think that goes, you got one side of a bra maybe. Maybe they're both all bra. I don't really know. I don't buy padded bras. This is, I guess, some leftover curtain bahram you guys always talk about. We've got some extra large bias tape, double folded bias tape in brown. We've got a little sewing kit with some embroidery floss. We have an embroidery hoop. But to me, I'm not sure if, I mean, most embroidery hoops I've seen, they have two pieces, but this looks like it's only one piece. But maybe because it's so vintage, you guys will know how to work it with just one piece. I'm not sure. This looks like it's stitch witchery. You got some more class 15 bobbins, one side of some Velcro. You have, apparently it was really common back in the day to save your medicine jars and put your bobbins in there. So you got a bunch of empty bobbins. I'm guessing probably class 15 since that's what else was in here. You have some snaps. You have some razor blades. I'm not sure what those blades are to, but you guys might know. And some pieces of chalk, some string, and it comes in a nice tin if you want the 10. No extra charge for the 10. S1282, the auction is starting at $2. Otherwise, we're just going to have to start throwing stuff away. But I know somebody here wants some of that. S1282, 1282. You never know what you're going to find here at Fabric Chicks. Clamp for pipes. That metal piece looks like it would be to hold your dryer duct in place. Oh, interesting. Well, why would she put it with her sewing? Why would she put it with her sewing stash? But now that you say that, it does kind of look like your ducks. Yeah. Huh, interesting. 1282 is at $2. 1282 is at $2. That looks like a car part. Oh gosh. Oh, a 30-day reprieve. Okay. Perfect. All right. So I'll have to get that in the mail to you, Victor, so we can get ahead of the game. 1511. 1511 for the embroidery floss is looks like Jenny Duarte for 26. Jenny for 26. And then we have 1601 for the cute little cast iron skillet. You can make a personal cookie in it, or you can do something crafty with it. 1601. 1601 for the skillet. And oh, she might have used it for a circle template for sure. Maybe she did it. Maybe she drew her yo-yos because that looks like the size of a yo-yo. That would be a perfect yo-yo size. 1282 is at $3. Oh, Phyllis, you could be right too. The round metal pieces for rolling up your quilt while quilting on your home machine. Oh, Beth, are you buying storage units or what? No, but that's a good idea. When we clean up the upstairs, when we get through all the stuff we have, then we could go buy storage units. No, I'm actually not sure where this bucket came from, but I know that the box literally, and this is how, I hate to admit this, but I was cleaning up downstairs and I threw a box on the landing of the stairs. And that box has been on the landing of the stairs for probably 2 years. But it had some fabric and some other stuff thrown on top of it. But so I was like, today I'm going through that box. That's my only thing I have to do before I put on a king size binding for a customer. So I went through the box. All this stuff was in the box. So all of these, the girls coming from the girls coming for the mini retreat, I'm giving them these little, I think they're curtain rods. I'm not even sure. But Connie said that you can use these to make your own buttons or embellishments or something. So there was a whole bucket. They actually weren't contained. They were all over inside this box. So I've contained them into a small little container. But so stay tuned, because during the mini retreat, I always try during our mini retreats to give everybody supplies and inspiration to make something out of the ordinary, something they wouldn't normally do. So these little rings, stay tuned to see how we use them for embellishing. And I think Connie said that you can take thread or maybe pearl cotton and make buttons with them or something. Who knows? Okay, so our random box of goodies is at $4. Nobody for the cast iron. I thought this would for sure go, because who doesn't need a heart for Valentine's Day at $8? Phyllis uses 2 of these for when she quilts at home. Okay, girls. We're gonna put this back in its container, and it looks like Riri is the winner at $4. Probably the bias binding is worth $4. So let me know, Riri, if you want me to ship the 10 also, because I know you're Florida. So let me know if you want me to ship the 10 or not to ship the 10, because that will make it a little bit more bulky. Okay, Riri for $4. Riri for $4. Okay, and then what else do we have? Oh, we have 2 minutes. Okay. I have some creative memories here. S1471. S1471 is summertime fun. Everything is in there that you see on this back. So it creates a 4x6 memory book kit. 1471 is $10 for all 3. So you have Spring is in the Air, Summertime Fun, and Winter Wonderland, $10 for all 3. Okay, perfect, Riri. S1471 is Creative Memories. It is everything you need to do a 4x6 memory book. You've got Summertime Fun, Winter Wonderland. So that is what you've got in the Winter Wonderland. S1471 is $10. Even if you're not going to do a 4x6 book, you can take the stuff out and then recreate it. You can also use the rings for the back of a pot holder to hang something just covering it. Makes it cute. Oh, yeah. Good idea. And don't worry. Once we embellish them, then we'll bag them up and put them on that next week's sale. Once we have ideas for you, we'll put them on the back. But they are great for hanging. Victor wants to remind you guys, tomorrow's class is Block of the Month. February is Heart Trio and bonus Scrappy Heart foundation paper and or a 5-inch Scrappy tape block. So he'll be teaching 2 different techniques tomorrow. On Tuesdays, we do Victor's classes from 2 to 5. And Victor's class is 2 to 5. You can work on any project you want, or you can work on the projects that he provides. So $15 if you join for just the day. We send out a Zoom link, or you can come into the shop. It's $15 a day or $45 for the month if you want to do the whole month. So that is what we have going on tomorrow. And then Wednesday's sale will be a condensed version. Oh, bummer. Okay. Well, Christy, I did send I sent the files out already to everybody. So if you have any questions, you can always call us. All right. So 147 is $10 for all three. Yes, Jenny. It's $10, 147, and the auction is $10 for all three of them. All three of them for $10. 1471. 147. Okay, perfect, Carolyn. Okay, so that is all we have for today, because I have to run to Costco to get meals to feed everybody for the next week. So I will see you guys Wednesday. We might do a spontaneous live tomorrow. But okay, Jenny, it is yours for 10. That's another deal of the day. Just watch Fabric Chicks for all the good deals. Jenny for 10. Okay, so that is all we have for today. Thank you for spending the last hour with us. We appreciate it, and we enjoy your company. And we will see you on Wednesday at 4 o'clock for sure, if not before. All right, have a good night. Go sew.